With us now is someone that is so vibrant and vivacious and kind-hearted. It is Melanie Warner. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you. I'm so humbled for this experience and to be able to reach more people. So thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You have had quite a journey. So can we just enlighten our audience a little bit about the things, maybe some of the challenges that one might say, I'm done, but not you. Stand up, you get right back at it.
It's true. I've been through a lot in a very short amount of time, that's for sure.
Where'd you grow up?
I'm from Long Island, Huntington Hospital. And, I think the biggest thing to really realize is how oftentimes it can feel like 5 steps forward and 10 steps back. But what we learn out of those experiences can really propel us forward. So that's the biggest thing, I think. So for me personally, yes. Have I faced challenges? I have, lost 2 parents to poor health in 10 years. I, for the most part, have struggled with various different things. I've had issues medically. I've had cancer. I've had all kinds of different educational setbacks, if that makes any sense. Mm-hmm. But really so interested in just making the best version of myself. So I went from psychology to the sciences to event planning to here. And it's so incredibly fulfilling to just help people be the best version of themselves.
You've traveled and lived many different places.
Yeah.
Can we go through some of the places?
Sure. I mean, I've lived in New York. I've lived in California. I've lived in Africa. I've, traveled a bunch. I think for the most part, finding that place that resonates with you, that you can really feel comfortable is part of your environment and part of what makes you be able to grow.
Like you said, finding that home.
For sure.
Like home on the inside, but then someplace that feels like home on the outside.
For sure.
And where are you now?
I'm in New York, upstate New York, in the Catskills, the mountains.
Where you can see stars.
Stars, air.
I miss that so much.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize, because of the light pollution, that the night sky is different in different places.
Yes.
And I need to make a nice, good trip to see the stars.
For
I look
sure.
at the full moon and I get excited about that, but it would be lovely to see all the little dancing stars. So you're up in the Catskills, starry nights, and you are living your best life right now, holistically and intuitively. And, walk us through a typical day for you.
Sure. So am I perfect yet? No. Will I ever
Are
be
you kidding?
perfect?
You're not perfect, Jen.
Am I a work in progress? For sure. And I
Okay.
think that's the most important part about it. The thing I think that's so great is I've had dark days. We all have dark days. But waking up to, 30-something messages from people about how I've changed their lives or how incredible this journey has been or what win they had today is incredible, so fulfilling, so rewarding. And so that really honestly helps me get through each day and really, pushes me to be my best. And so that's what's incredible about this is finding people who are interested in being the best version of themselves so that they can most definitely inspire other people to be the best version of themselves.
When you went through some severe health challenges, we'll call it health challenges, who was there for you? What was your support team like?
I most definitely have incredible support, but I think sometimes it's so easy, everything feels overwhelming and everything feels impossible. And you wake up and, you roll over and you're next to a loving husband in a beautiful house with beautiful children and you feel awful. And then you feel awful that you feel awful. Why do you feel awful if everything's great, And so just sort of realizing that sometimes it's so many different things that can impact how we're feeling about ourselves. And so you have to find what that is for you and really get to the root of that issue so you can move on.
And you mentioned your children. Even your children were miracles.
For sure.
It's like now, when I said, counting yourself as a yes, even when the chips seem like they're all falling down.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us about that? Because I've had girlfriends that have had so much difficulty in their life.
Sure. I was always told, I had some abuse early on, and I was always told that I wasn't able to have children. And so my husband married me thinking that we were never going to have children, and we had talked about different ways that we would handle that. But very early on, in our marriage, I was blessed with a daughter. And that was the most incredible blessing. And then we worked really hard for yet another child, our son, but it was still incredible because being given a prognosis, I guess I could say, or a diagnostic, sometimes we feel like that's the end, like you just, believe that to be true and that's the end of the story. But honestly, you can create whatever you desire. And for me, creating that family, that home, that sense was really important, and it was an incredible gift.
So yes, as a mother myself, I do believe that is such a miracle and such a great ability to try to create that for yourself. So now you have this coaching practice, but you are really determined to make the biggest impact you possibly can make. So you're looking for other coaches that you want to train that can work with you as a team.
Yeah.
So how are you going about that?
I think for the biggest part or awakening, I would say, about all of that is I can only help so many people personally myself. And so although I really enjoy that and that's so much fun, you have to realize that you need help. And I feel like being so independent and feeling like I need to do everything myself, that's hard. But what's so incredible is realizing that that's such an incredible gift to give away, letting other people feel so rewarded in that way. Really looking for people to partner with us that are ready to do the work, to be working on themselves, personal development, and really engage in such a way that inspires other people to do the same. So really just living your best life. And how great is that? So at home, present parents in your pajamas, helping people, that's pretty fun. That's life, what that's life is like. And so I think the other thing is really just trying to realize that there are so many people out there that need what I have. Who doesn't like wins? Who doesn't feel overwhelmed by all of the information that's out there, but does nothing because they don't know what to do or what's the right thing to do or what's going to actually help me? So really just breaking it down and working with my coaches to really connect with people and figure out what their goals are so you can help them achieve it, getting an action plan so that they can really accomplish what they're looking for in life. Because who doesn't love doable steps? I'm a check off the box kind of person.
Yes. Do you like me? Yes.
Yes, I know. So,
and that's the little school notes that pass. But ever since then, we've been checkbox people.
Yeah.
And it's nice to be able to check those things off.
And not only that, we live in such a world of instant gratification that it's so important to be able to make the steps doable so that you can actually feel like you accomplished something, because that gets the ball rolling, that momentum going, and then you're able to do so much more. But until you get that going, it's so hard. And so honestly, so many people focus on like the finish line, but what we really need to focus on is just what's that next step? How do I get going? Yeah.
I agree.
For sure.
Do one thing towards your goal. That's it.
Sure.
Just do one little thing. And it all just will start unraveling, going.
And how much fun is it to cheer you on along the way?
I know, it's great, right? I know. I love being a cheerleader for people, brands and causes. It's like my greatest gift and joy is to be able to support people. And that's what we all do. And I knew instantly that when we talked that you were kind of the like mindset. So congratulations on your health, your completeness, your children, and for being a yes for yourself and for others. I really applaud you for that. So thank you for being our guest today.
Thank you.
Yay.
Truly incredible.
Melanie Warner. I'm not kidding. She's got the greatest journey. Please read about it. Go to her website. Yay. So
Thank
good.
you.